Hard water has a way of sneaking into everything. Your shower glass that never stays clear, the kettle that crusts up too fast, the laundry that feels stiff even with extra rinse, and that constant film on faucets you just wiped yesterday. If you're here for SoftPro water softener reviews, you're probably trying to stop the scale damage at the source and get water that behaves the way it should in day-to-day life. In this video, you'll hear what each SoftPro softener is built to handle, how it treats your water, and what ownership actually feels like, so you can pick the one that fits your home, your water type, and your routine. And if you want to compare for yourself, I've put links to the lowest price I've found right now for each water softener in the description box below. Let's start with the SoftPro Eco Well Water Softener in this SoftPro water softener review, because it's built around the reality of well water, hardness, plus the extra bad stuff that tends to show up. And by the way, SoftPro also makes the Eco as part of their City Water series, so you can still take advantage of this industry-leading softening technology if you're relying on municipal water. You can choose grain capacities from 32,000 up to 64,000 grains, so you're matching the system to your household demand instead of guessing. The setup uses ion exchange in a high-efficiency resin tank, so it pulls out hardness minerals like calcium and magnesium before they can bake onto your pipes, water heater, and fixtures. The result is water that lathers soap easily and stops leaving that gritty, chalky trail behind. What makes the Eco feel more well water ready is the way it blends softening with broader filtration and a backwashing approach. It's built to deal with common well annoyances like sediment and odor issues, so your water looks clearer and feels less rough around the edges in normal use. You also get carbon media in the mix, which helps cut down chlorine, VOCs, and those lingering aftertastes that can mess with your coffee and cooking water. So when you fill a pot for pasta or rinse produce, you're working with water that smells and tastes cleaner, not pond-adjacent. Day to day, the Eco leans into efficiency with metered regeneration, meaning it regenerates based on your water usage instead of running on a dumb timer. That translates to less wasted salt and less wasted regeneration water over time, because it only does what your household actually needs. You're also working with an advanced programmable control valve, so the system stays predictable once you dial it in. In practice, it's the kind of softener that you set up, then mostly forget, until you notice you're scrubbing less. And at the current low price, it's pretty hard to pass up for those looking for a top-quality water softener without spending a fortune. Installation is designed to feel approachable, with pre-installed bypass valves and quick-connect-style components that keep the plumbing work straightforward. If your well water has iron issues, you can pair it with an iron filter setup for stronger iron handling. So you're not just softening, you're aiming at stains and discoloration too. That combination is especially satisfying when your sinks and tubs stop picking up that rusty tint between cleanings. If you want an all-in-one, budget-friendly well water direction that still feels whole home, this is the one to go for. Drop a comment below. Are you shopping because of scale and spots, or because your water looks or smells off? I'm asking because it helps to see what most people are dealing with. Next up in this SoftPro water softener comparison is the SoftPro Elite Salt-Free Water Conditioner, and the first thing you notice is how much attention it puts on keeping flow strong. It's engineered for high-flow performance with large 1-inch and larger internal plumbing, so your showers don't feel like they're suddenly on a weak setting. That matters most when you've got multiple bathrooms or you're running the dishwasher while someone's showering. The upshot is you keep that normal, comfortable pressure while still treating the water at the point of entry. On the treatment side, you're working with ion exchange using resin, where hardness minerals like calcium and magnesium get swapped out so your water behaves soft. That's what changes the feel of everything. Shampoo rinses cleaner, hand soap stops fighting you, and towels come out less crunchy. You also see it on dishes, because the water stops drying into that spotty mineral pattern quite so aggressively. So your everyday chores get easier, and your fixtures stop looking like they're aging in fast forward. Where this setup stands out is the low-hassle routine that comes with a salt-free conditioner. You're not dealing with salt bags, brine tank top-offs, or regeneration cycles that interrupt your water use. Instead, it's designed to condition the water as it passes through, so you spend less time babysitting the system and more time just living with the results. In normal use, that means a set-it-and-move-on experience that suits busy households. Day to day, there's very little you have to actively manage once it's installed at the point of entry. You'll mainly notice the difference in the places hard water usually shows up first: showers, dishes, and the surfaces that love to collect buildup. And because the system runs quietly in line, it fits nicely when you want whole house treatment without adding a bunch of extra steps to your routine. If you want a simple, low-maintenance conditioning path that keeps flow feeling strong, this one lands well. Now, shifting into bigger demand, one of the best SoftPro water softeners contenders is the SoftPro Pro Series commercial water softener system, and it's built for places that can't afford to only have soft water sometimes. You can configure it from 81,000 grains up to 270,000 grains, so it's made to handle serious throughput. It's designed around high-efficiency operation with next-generation upflow technology, and it's built for continuous 24/7 soft water production. That means your water stays consistent during back-to-back usage, whether that's laundry cycles, cleaning stations, or industrial facilities. A major practical detail here is how the system handles changing flow demand. During periods of high flow, tanks come online to add flow rate capacity, and during low flow, tanks go offline to keep efficiency and water quality tight. That same approach is tied to using 40 to 50% less salt and regeneration water compared to older designs, so you're not paying a big system tax every time it regenerates. In real operations, that's fewer surprises on consumables and a steadier performance curve. The result is soft water that keeps up without constantly wasting resources, which is why it lands in SoftPro water softener reviews for higher demand spaces. This setup also stays flexible over time because it's expandable and scalable. You can add additional tanks to increase capacity as your facility's needs grow, which lets you build toward the right size instead of overshooting on day one. That translates to a lower initial investment compared to going straight for a larger single or duplex system. So if your water demand grows with your business, the softener can grow with you. One of the more ownership-focused details is soft water insurance during power interruptions. The system can detect flow rates under 1 GPM and track total flow during power outages for up to 9 hours, so treated water use still gets accounted for even when things aren't perfect. Installation and maintenance are very straightforward for technicians who already know common residential-style service work, which keeps support much simpler than with other systems. In day-to-day use, that means less downtime drama and fewer specialist-only headaches. If you run a facility where water consistency protects equipment, workflows, and customer experience, this is the kind of system you should seriously consider investing in. Leave a comment and tell me what pushed you to start looking. Water spots, scale buildup, or just unpleasantly hard water? I'm genuinely curious because everyone's setup is different. All right, back to well water for this SoftPro Elite water softener review, but with a more build a long-term backbone approach. This top-rated SoftPro water softener is built specifically for private wells where conditions swing: extreme hardness, dissolved iron, sediment, and shifting water chemistry. The core is a high-efficiency ion exchange design that targets calcium and magnesium, so you stop feeding scale into your plumbing and appliances. And it's built to support iron removal when paired with the right filtration, which matters when stains and metallic tastes show up and won't leave. If you're doing a SoftPro water softener comparison for well water, the package structure makes the system feel adaptable instead of locked in. You can run the softener by itself if hardness is your main fight, or step up to a whole house iron filtration package designed for well water, using media that reduces dissolved and particulate iron. There's also an upgraded filtration route designed to reduce hydrogen sulfide and sulfur smells, which is the difference between I can live with it water and water you actually want to shower in. So when you turn on the tap, you're not bracing for that rusty look, that metallic edge, or that odor that fills the bathroom. On the hardware side, you get an advanced upflow control valve with smart programming optimized for variable well water, so the system stays stable even when the well acts unpredictable. You're also working with a premium resin tank packed with high-capacity softening media, so the softening performance stays consistent through daily demand. The heavy-duty brine tank includes a safety float, which supports clean, reliable operation without you babysitting it. And if you add quick connect fittings with your order, the plumbing side becomes faster and cleaner, especially in tighter utility spaces. Installation follows the normal whole house pattern at the point of entry, with a drain connection for regeneration and access to a power outlet. You also bypass outside spigots, so your hose water stays unsoftened, which keeps outdoor use simple. The system comes with a lifetime warranty on the control valve and essential components, plus a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you're protected while you see how it feels in your own home. If you want a well water softener that's built to adapt as your water changes over time, this SoftPro filter is worth every penny. By the way, if you're on well water, drop a comment with what you notice most: sediment, iron staining, or that sulfur smell, so other people reading can compare notes and choose smarter. Finally, in the wider SoftPro water systems lineup, let's talk about the SoftPro Elite HE water softener and filter combo, because this is the ultimate soft water plus cleaner water direction for city water homes. The softener side handles hardness through ion exchange, so scale stops chewing up your water heater and your soap stops acting weird. The filtration side is where the combo earns its keep, because soft water alone doesn't fix chlorine taste or that chemical smell in the shower. So when you pour a glass, make tea, or rinse your hair, you're not just getting softer water, you're getting healthy water that feels and tastes more pleasant. With the Gold Bundle, you're pairing the softener with a whole house chlorine plus carbon filter using high-performance catalytic carbon media for chlorine and chloramine reduction. The filter tank uses an upflow design for more contact time, which is exactly what you want when the goal is less chlorine taste and less chemical smell across the whole house. With the Gold Plus bundle, you add a super filter that combines catalytic carbon with bone char media as part of an advanced fluoride reduction system. That translates to deeper whole-home filtration that targets fluoride, chlorine byproducts, VOCs, and chemical pollutants. So your cooking water and drinking water feel way more pure without adding extra countertop routines or devices. Where the Elite combo gets really comfortable in this SoftPro water softener review is the control experience. The smart control valve adapts to your household's water patterns, and the system keeps a typical one-day soft water reserve so your mornings don't run out mid-shower. If capacity drops below 3%, it runs a quick 15-minute regeneration to restore capacity, then typically finishes a full regeneration later at 2 a.m., so you get soft water through the day without thinking about it. Vacation mode pauses regeneration while you're away, with a quick refresh after 7 days of no use to help keep the system clean. And the self-charging capacitor keeps date and time for at least 48 hours, so your settings don't vanish during short outages. Ownership stays straightforward because you're getting the full core kit: the advanced upflow control valve, a premium resin tank, and a brine tank with a safety float for reliable operation. If you choose Quick Connect fittings, you make the install cleaner and faster, which is a big deal when you're working in a cramped closet or utility corner. You're backed by a lifetime limited warranty and an ironclad 6-month money-back guarantee, so you're not stuck second-guessing the decision after install day. If you want city water comfort, soft showers, nicer-tasting water, and fewer water annoyances across the house, this combo is the ultimate water treatment system. So here's the simple way to choose the best SoftPro water softener for your home. If you're on well water and you want a value-minded whole-home system with softening plus broader filtration habits, the SoftPro Eco Well Water Softener is a strong option. If you want a well water backbone that scales into iron and sulfur filtration as your water changes, the SoftPro Elite HE for well water fits that long-term approach. For city water, the Elite HE combo is the best match when you want soft water and whole house filtration for taste and odor in one integrated setup, while the Elite City Water option focuses on high-efficiency softening with a strong flow-first feel. And if you're dealing with commercial-scale demand, the Pro Series commercial system is built for continuous, expandable soft water production. And if you want to check them out for yourself, I've put links to the lowest price I found right now for each water softener in the description box below.